Well, howdy doody. Howdy doody. What is the hell? Where'd that come from? Where'd the howdy doody come from? Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. Oh my gosh, everybody. It just seems like time goes too quickly, doesn't it? It's already 10:30. And I know some probably wonder, what happened to the good old guy running his mouth every day? Yeah, it's just a burnout factor, everybody. It is. It just takes so much out of you. It does for me. And you know what? It just doesn't really do much for my channel. I mean, sadly, it's such a bummer, everybody. I put so much work into trying to bring this channel to be like in a daily interaction, morning conversation, thinking that my ideas and views and thoughts would spark interest of others. And you know, I worked my ass off at least, I would say, a good 2 years of trying to get my channel to get bigger and more interaction with others, you know, and so many people, I mean, what I seemed to have heard more than anything was you just piss people off. And in all sincereness, I'm sure I did. So I just have really come to closure. The morning conversation, there's just no money in this gig. There's no money. There's just beyond believable. There's just no money. So what I'm trying to say to you is I'm just not doing the morning conversations anymore because it just doesn't really do much for my channel. It just doesn't. I just have a select few people that like to hear me day in, day out, and that's it. For the most part, nobody else really, you know, and what I'm trying to really convey to you more so is it never grew the channel like I thought it would. I really thought my morning conversations would be, you know, people saying, hey, I'd like to hear the views and ideas of this guy. And I thought I brought some pretty good views and ideas and content on a pretty good, consistent basis. And even learning, even myself learning and hopefully teaching others as well. So here we are, just heading up the road in the Camaro Z28, which I'm going to take this to the car wash. I am so sick of cleaning cars. I'm the fencing project done because now I'm not worried as much about the dogs getting out, even though it's kind of got pretty sloppy there at the end. But who cares? But the kid back in school. My daughter is back in school, so which is a great thing. And so she's out. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna take care of some business. But it's pretty cool. It's business out west where I just may take a ride to Timber Continent, see how they're doing. You know, it's very interesting here. Is for the first time I really am now starting to hear people in business say it's slowed down. So as an example, there's a local farm market right up the road here from me where I buy my firewood, and I know the people that own it on a personal level, and I was down there yesterday getting firewood, and the owner said it is slowed down. It's like they don't really know what's going on, but it's like they're slow. I just had one of my gas station owners call me. This guy's begging me to pay him monies 2 weeks earlier than I would pay him, and now he's telling me he's hurting. This guy owns a lot of gas stations, and now he's looking to me to give him money just to help get him through the hard times. Wow. And you know what I hear over and over again is the tariffs. The tariffs, I don't know, man. I personally think Trump's gonna freaking probably destroy this economy. People argue with it. People that will say, well, it's another 10, 20, 30% increase. That's a big deal. In fact, that was the morning conversation I heard this morning on Business Fox News. The guy's saying a 10, 15% increase isn't really that big a deal, everybody. It's not really that big a deal. Well, if it's not that big a deal, then why doesn't the federal government take 10 or 15% off the tax structure on your income? If it's not that big a deal. If it's not that big a deal, 20, 30% tariffs are that big a deal, then why does the federal government just stop charging you and I taxes on our income? Right? It's what's the big deal, everybody? So anyways, wow. But I'm just reaching out to say hi. That's really what it's more about. As I roll up the road in the Camaro Z28, and as the selection of cars of me jumping in and out of vehicles is gone. One of my commenters yesterday, I thought it was funny, he said, well, if the daughter's back, I guess it's time to go car shopping. Nah, nope, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I mean, for the record, everybody, I'm going to go to the longest streak ever since probably 2008, probably 2009, 10, when I went through the shit show of going broke back in 2008, the economy went broke, and I couldn't buy any cars anymore. So what I'm saying to you is, we're now into September. Once November hits, it'll be a 1-year run without me ever buying a motorcycle, car, anything. So as far as my channel goes, you're right now witnessing the longest run ever on my channel of not buying a car, truck, motorcycle, SUV, lawnmower, tractor, trailer, camper, whatever it may be. Those days are gone. They're over. No more. So I got a kick out of that comment. Even though the daughter's back home, I'm not going out and buying her a car. I can't. I don't have the creditworthiness anymore. It's destroyed. Yeah, it's destroyed. We've had this conversation a gazillion times. So the whole point is, there's no more car shopping videos. It's over. Done. I'd have to honestly say that that's probably years. I'm probably now, I would say conservative, 2-3 years before maybe I get my act cleaned up for all the crap that I create upon myself to maybe having a chance to buy a car again. Until that time, it's over. Wife ain't gonna buy it. The only way I would escape all this is if I hit the lotto. Like, if I have a ton of money falling on my plate, on my lap. And for my family, there's no money. There's no money waiting for me at the end of the rainbow. There's no money. So there's nothing in my life where all of a sudden, you know, $100,000, $300,000, $1 million is going to fall on my lap. That's not going to happen. So the only way I'm going to get out of this is I'm going to have to just slowly dig my way out of it by just paying off all the debts that I got myself into. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, whether or not, I'm now making monthly payments on vehicles I don't even have anymore. Which is beyond believable, everybody. Yes. So, all right, here we are, getting up the road. I like to talk sometimes. The Reinhardt muffler thing, I have no idea where these mufflers are. Through the voice prompts, FedEx asked for those mufflers to be drop shipped to a local FedEx store in town where I live. And I got a notice this morning, your mufflers are out for delivery today. So that guy with FedEx, he's a nasty individual. This guy has a problem. It's really incredible how many people get away with working for businesses, and they're just nasty ass people. And the management won't get rid of them. Yes, it's so bad, everybody. We live in a society more than ever, I feel, where people can get away with so much. And some will disagree with me on that, but nah, no way. Nope. So anyways, I have no idea. I tried to get a hold of Reinhardt exhaust yesterday. It's the same old crap. You can't get through to anybody anymore. All anybody wants you to do anymore is leave a voicemail, email, text. Listen to this car. I think so badass. And I was going to tell Reinhardt, I said, can you change that delivery to no signature? And I was going to say, please don't use FedEx in this area and region I'm in because the driver's nasty. He won't deliver your product if it requires a signature. But I couldn't get a hold of him. He's like, forget it. So now the question is, how does that play out? I don't know. I borderline think I'm going to have to go to the FedEx store in my own backyard and walk in and talk to the manager and say, can you look where this order is? Can you make a phone call? I really wanted to get a hold of the terminal for the FedEx shipping place and get a hold of the manager and go, you got a problem, man. You got a guy that really makes your job more difficult because this person doesn't like to do their job. And do I really want to be spending my time with you right now talking to you about your guy you can't manage? I really don't. to put it in your face that this guy's a really lousy driver, and he's a very nasty individual because he doesn't do what he says he does. And so, but how far do you take it? I mean, that's the problem with society. There's so many people in society, they get away with putting their finger in other people's face, and nobody does anything. Nobody ever ends up challenging them. That's a big problem, man. That people, they get away with stuff, and they're like, what are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me? Oh, what are you? And so then they know that nobody will do anything, and they just keep on doing what they're doing. So, what a joke. I mean, total joke of what Reinhardt, unbelievable. And everybody's back in school. School year's here. Hearts and prayers for all the kids, man, for all the whack jobs. Yeah, it's just, I was talking about how people push it and they get away with stuff. What's so sad is somebody right now is mad at life, mad at people, and you just know as well as I do, throughout this whole country, it can be the world, this country will focus on our own domestic issues. There's somebody, concocting right now to go kill people at a school. And, people internally, that are police and administration, these schools, security, you just know they get these letters, they get nasty stuff all the time of people wanting to go do bad things to others because they hate life. But here we are. And I always think about that when the school year starts, thinking, sadly, who's not going to be here at the end of the school year because of the whack job that goes and starts killing people. So for me, I'm just so sick of cleaning cars. I'm so sick of it. I even told Julia, it's like, I am just sick of it. I'm just bringing the car to the car wash. I don't care. All right, now we're on the MAT system, where it's just a big conveyor belt. That's what this is. Even the young guy here, he didn't even know. I was like, do you realize that this is a really nice operation with this MAT? He's like, what do you mean with that? I can bring my low-profile cars to your location, and I can go through this. On a regular car wash with the rail system and track, your front splitter is going to be destroyed. You can't do it. And I said, if you have a dually truck, you can bring it here as well. He's like, wow. He's like, I never really thought about that. Like, do you have any friends or, just so you know, this is an advantage. Somebody goes with a low-profile car here and thinks they can go to the other store in Leesburg. It ain't going to work. Here we go, everybody. Yeah, you're getting lazy. Oh, I just wanted to show you. On Sunday, I did over 17,000 steps. It was an all-time record for me. From Sunday, man, did I feel that? Or Monday. And man, did I feel that Tuesday morning? I did. Let me see if I can find it. Did I do it on this phone here? Maybe not. No. So I thought I did it on this phone here, but I did not. So it's my other phone. It's probably this phone right here, actually. Oh, well. But yeah, I did over 17,000 steps. And it was a record day for me. I tell people all the time, 5,000 steps is recommended, but that's nothing special. 10,000 steps, you're okay. 15, you're pretty good. 20, you're an athlete. No better feeling than having a nice, clean car. Yes, no better feeling. I love it. And I love going to that car facility. It's a pretty quick in and out, and it's perfect. Yes, it is. But it's crazy how dirty my car gets just sitting in that shop. I mean, it's beyond believable how much dirt and debris. And I've heard people all the time, well, just seal it up. Yeah, just seal it up. That's going to happen overnight. Yeah, that's not going to cost you $1 gazillion. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Come on over. Come on over and get to work. You can do it, right? Yeah. I mean, I built that damn barn. I know how much work is. I know how high that barn is and how you crawl around in it. I mean, oh my gosh, man. There's just, it's a barn, everybody. It's not a custom shop. It's a barn. And there's the good old burp. motor and a stick shift. What more fun can you have besides a loud exhaust, right? Pretty hard to believe. I was such the Corvette guy, never a Camaro guy. I was never really the Camaro guy growing up. I was more always wanting a Corvette, and it's hard even for me to believe that I gave up my Z06. Uh-oh, here comes the police. Here comes the fire squad. There they go. Watch out, everybody. Watch out. All right, get back on the road, everybody. It's even hard for me to believe in so many ways that I gave up the Corvette and I decided to keep this instead. But I've said it so many times. This is not a dime a dozen car. And in all reality, I've had so many Corvettes that this is actually more enjoyable in so many ways. So I just think it's just a really nice car. Wow. What a beautiful day, man. Look at that. Not a cloud in the sky as we crest the mountain to head over to the valley, the Shenandoah Valley area, Winchester, Virginia. But look at that. Definitely a beautiful day to be riding motorcycles. I mean, wow. Part of me said to do that, but the other part of me is like, I'd better drive the Camaro and get it cleaned up. But definitely a day to be on a bike. Just spectacular. Look at that. You know, it's interesting. The rains have subsided, and now we're kind of going into a dry spell to a degree. I mean, but in some ways, it ain't breaking my heart because that grass cutting, man. Oh my gosh, just about drove me nuts. Now, one complaint I have about this car is the radio, because I'm so used to listening to my Bluetooth with my XM radio, and I don't have to listen to all these damn commercials. And with this, you can't Bluetooth, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but I never see the capability to Bluetooth it. This is a 2015 car, so I don't think the Bluetooth was that common. And there's no USB thing here. I could be wrong, but I don't think I can. Hope I'm wrong, because I hate listening to regular radio. All it is commercial, and trashy. And I really don't want to change out this radio. I really want to keep this car all factory, but I'm sure there's something out there. I haven't really done my research, but I don't drive this car enough to really get that fixated on it anyways. That's the only thing is, I'm not going to drive this car day in, day out. I'm going to drive this car here and there. It just isn't going to be a high mileage car. So, you know, in some ways, it's like, yeah, whatever. Just enjoy the muffler, enjoy the exhaust. And howdy doody to Tenbrook Honda. Now, I'd be willing to bet they really aren't seeing much difference. I'd be willing to bet that they're going to be like, you know, nothing's really changed. You're just still pushing out units. I about guarantee it, everybody. I'll be amazed if anybody says, oh no, it's been slow. You know, Skyline Hurley, you know, I don't know, man. I got Skyline Hurley. They present themselves like they need sales, and they got a good gig going because, you know what? They have sold a lot of motorcycles. I mean, they showed a ton of people from last week through the Labor Day weekend of just one Facebook posting after another of selling bikes. So I think they've got a pretty good gig. What I mean by that is, I think they're presenting themselves like they're hurting for business. And I think people kind of feel for them and they go there, but in all reality, I don't. I think actually they're probably doing pretty damn good. So it's not here to be critical of Scott Harley. I'm just saying the theme that they present is kind of like they're dying for business, but in all reality, they've got a lot of business. Wow. All right, there's the Camaro, nice and cleaned up. I mean, it really does clean up well, everybody, for a black car that's 10 years old, that hasn't had like the special handling that some may do to this car. But here I am at Timber Honda. One thing I want to ask, I was watching a video on the quick shifter for my daughter's bike, and it shows on that video where you have to go into the settings and change on the motorcycle quick shifter settings. Now, but it showed like the guy had to have his own little accessory port to plug into the motorcycle to go into settings to change that. So I may not be able to do that quick shifter on my own. I mean, I may need these guys to have to go in and change the settings. That's a great looking bike. That's a very practical bike. That's the bike to get. And who is here today? The jack of all trades is here.
What's happening, Iceman?
What is happening here, huh? How you doing?
Ordering jets for my BSA.
Say what?
Ordering jets for my BSA.
Oh, yeah.
Rejetted. It's running pretty good, though.
Yeah, okay. Well, look at this here. Beautiful gold. Any DCT? Did that DCT ever come in? Remember when we were trying to do a deal?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, we've gotten...
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering because we never could. You never wonder if ever. So I already know this is clutch.
These are...
Yeah. So that's it.
This is decent. So
Wow.
we have an airbag.
Say what?
We have an airbag model and a silver...
Airbag model where?
in the candy ardent.
Yeah. But this is the 50th anniversary theme now?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. And so it has it right there. Wow. Yikes. That's dangerous. Oh my goodness. So it looks like you get, hey, good seeing you. Looks like you got an empty pocket here. So it looks to me like you're moving product.
Oh, we are.
You're kicking tail and taking names. You're kicking tail and taking names, right?
Yes.
That's a great thing. Are you watching Brandon go across?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you see what I say? You see my comments? Oh, I love it. I'm making comments like, thank God you finally jumped in and gave yourself a bath. I said, yesterday's posting what I said to him was, I said, we feel like we've been with you right there on the bike with you all the way. Really cool. But the only great news for us is we don't have to smell your stinky body or bad breath. You got a kick out of that one. Yeah, so, he's a wild man. How do you come back? How do you come back if you're that young guy? You see, and I lived out there.
This mess.
Well, I live in California, so I know those areas he's seen.
Yeah.
And at that age, how do you come back? Why would you come back? I mean, he doesn't have a kid or anything, right?
He doesn't.
So here's a question of the hour. Is Mr. Mike back here? Oh, there's Jeff, too. I got a question for you, Jeff. Hey, how does CBR 1000... All right, we are leaving. What's going on over here? Always something going on. But here we are getting the heck out of here at Timbrook. Didn't buy any motorcycles, but I bought some pretty cool stuff for the kid. I got the kid some pretty cool gear, paraphernalia, so I think she'll be pretty excited about this. And good conversation. They're doing well. I mean, they're not hurting for business, anybody. They're not hurting. So it's the same old story. Success at Timbrook Honda. So let's get her up on the road. And my mufflers finally got delivered to the FedEx store. And they're there, but it's getting so late in the day. I don't know if I want to get caught up in all that damn traffic. I don't know if I'm up for getting in all that damn traffic where I live to try to get them. I don't know. I have to think that through for a second. But anyways, a lot of yabba dabba doing. Now just talked out after hanging out with all my buddies up there in Timbrook. And it's hot out. I got the air And finally, oh my gosh, what an adventure, everybody. Just to get, well, let's fit in the back here now. Oh my gosh.